So guys, the Nigeria Minister of Defense, the person of Christopher Musa, recently spoke openly about how he was personally targeted during an attempted coup plot that happened few weeks ago. And according to the interview he granted on February 1st, 2026, the Minister of Defense said that the people planning the coup had a specific plan for him. And one of those plans was either to arrest him or to kill him in case he resists the arrest. And here are the information.
Minister of Defense General Christopher Musa, retired, confirmed that his life was targeted in the recently foiled alleged coup plot, explaining that he was supposed to be arrested and eventually eliminated if he resisted the plan by the coup plotters to apprehend him. The erstwhile Chief of Defense Staff, CDS, described the alleged plotters as unserious individuals, but warned that the threat was real enough to trigger swift action, with several suspects now arrested and others actively being pursued internationally by the Interpol. The attempted coup d'etat, which has dominated headlines, recently involved a plot by a network of military officers, security personnel, and civilians to violently overthrow President Bola Tinubu's government. Over a dozen serving military officers are currently in custody for the planned illegal takeover of the government, while a number of civilians remain on the run. Musa argued that something must have seriously gone wrong with the officers to think of forcefully taking over the government, arguing that even if they were not caught, they would have been staunchly resisted by Nigerians.
He has done. So for me, it's not a compensation. It's just there knowing that he understands that what we are doing, we were sincere, we were deliberate about it, and wanted the best for our country. And I think that's what works with it.
You were also instrumental in helping save his life and some of those who would have been killed in that planned coup.
As always, I was also a target, I am sure you know.
You were supposed to be locked up.
Now, I was supposed to be arrested, and if I refused, I was supposed to be shot. But that's the job. And anybody who goes into coup, zeros his mind, because you know you succeed, good. You don't succeed, whatever consequences come, you're ready for it. But then again, I think these guys were just a bunch of very unserious individuals that really don't know. If you look at the caliber of the individuals, if you look at, I don't know what got into their heads to think that they could take on the armed forces like that. What I even said was, even Nigerians will have fought them. Even without the armed forces, Nigerians will have stood against them. Remember, Nigerians have fought against the military rule for quite some time. And that's where Mr. President has always been one of them. So now for them to think they could just wake up one morning and do that in Nigeria, I think something went wrong in there. They need to reset their brains.
And you have said that they knew the consequences.
Oh, definitely. Most definitely.
Are you able to capture all of those who were said to have been involved?
So far, most of them have been caught. If there's anyone, maybe one or two, but most of and it just started from the colonel himself, who feels disgruntled because he was not promoted. He didn't meet the mark to be promoted. You know, the armed forces is really very strict about its promotions system. So he didn't make it. And so what he decided to do was to probably go around, look at other people that had one issue or the other, not promoted or felt that they were not posted rightly and all these things, and they tried to bring them in. And my pain is all those young officers that didn't understand what was going on, that he had put in this mess, and now they have to face the consequences.
Now, personally, I think this statement by the minister is important because it shows how close the threat was to the top level of government. And also, he emphasized that the intelligence agencies like DSS and military intelligence caught the plan before it could even start. And also, he also said that the suspect will not face a military trial under the Armed Forces Act, where the penalty for treason can be very, very severe. Now, personally, we all know that Nigeria is the giant of Africa. And secondly, that Nigeria is one of the biggest, country in the whole world. As we are one of the biggest, not actually the biggest, country in the world. So for some people to just, come up, with the issue of trying to overthrow the president is really, an issue of concern. And we all know that if a coup should happen, no matter what, some people are usually killed. And thank God that those ones were, exposed. And according to the Minister of, Defense, said that he was part of the target, right, on their hit list. And if it happens that, he resists an arrest, there was an order to shoot him or gun him down. So guys, that is it for today. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. I'll see you guys in my next video.